So aside from the question of I'm afraid of making my pain worse or I'm concerned of making my pain worse, how can we make sure we don't do that? The next question in line is what is causing my pain, because I need to know what the cause is so that I can treat it, right? So that's like the thought process that goes through a lot of people's head. And oftentimes the cause of pain is multifactorial, right? So sometimes with like an acute injury, if you like roll your ankle or you strain your back or something like that, usually there's some precipitating event that we can link it to. But oftentimes there's not one particular thing that is going on. So for example, I have a lot of people who come in who have all sorts of imaging findings like degenerative disc disease, stenosis, scoliosis, herniations, disc bulges, yada, 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 go down the list. If it's like a shoulder, rotator cuff tear, a labral tear, degenerative changes, calcific tendonitis, you name it. There's a lot of different things that can come up on the imaging, but the reality is that the causative factors of pain are much different, right? So in all cases, there is a sensitivity issue. So you're more sensitive to certain movements that you wouldn't have been before. And that happens on the nervous system level and on the brain level. And I'm not saying that things are in your head or anything, but we're going to go into, in the next video, what the brain and pain have to do with one another. Also, factors that can influence your pain levels are stress, okay? And I think you're probably nodding along at this point. Most people are. Your sleep levels. I know I'm not at my best or a pleasant human being to be around when I'm not sleeping well. So if you're not sleeping well and your quality of sleep and quantity of sleep is affected, that can play a role. Social isolation, your mental health, so anxiety, depression, nutrition, and a slew of other factors. But those are the big things that we'll want to take into account, and all of those can contribute to how much pain you experience. So when someone asks, well, what's causing my pain? It's like, well, there's a lot of things. There might be one thing that could be contributing more, and we certainly want to address that, but we don't want to discount that there are other factors in our life that can also be impacting how much pain you're experiencing.